You with us here on CNN News 18. Always a pleasure speaking to you. Before we bring in the political aspect of what many leaders within the valley are claiming, it's 4 years since the abrogation of Article 370. I want to first understand, what does the BJP and the central government feel? What all have they achieved in the last 4 years?
First and foremost, you have tempted me to book a ticket for Srinagar for tomorrow and watch the latest movie which has been released of Alia Bhatt and Ranbir Kapoor. So there's a temptation there, and I've been told the cinema halls and the malls are very nice now. So things have changed on ground. 4 years back, on average, more than 120, 125 people used to die because of just a Stone-Pelting, and which has not happened for the last 4 years now. When it's calm, it's totally normal now. There's no Stone-Pelting at all. Otherwise, every Friday there used to be a chart which was issued by the radicals saying that this day this shop will be, this area will be closed, or this day these set of schools will be closed, or these days these sort of markets will be closed. This issue happened regularly. Now this is history now. And also I remember Mufti ji saying that अगर 370 और 35 से हटा तो तिरंगे को कांधा देने के लिए 4 लोग नहीं मिलेंगे. Today I was told last 15th August, and there were almost every household which hoisted national flag. I remember I was thrashed like an animal by Abdullah government for hoisting national flag some 7-8 years back. If I remember 2011. So things have changed from there. So today there's normalcy, and also that a lot of investment has started coming. I was told more than 4.5 lakh tourists have come this season, which has broken all previous records. And then when tourists come, it brings a lot of investment. It brings a lot of hope for the people on ground in the valley itself.
Mr. Singh, now I want to ask you, as we still await the NC leader, we seem to be having some audio issue. Now, you must have seen the multiple claims that have come in from the likes of the PDP and the NC. Now, what essentially they're saying is that all these claims that the government is making, that things have changed, are just for optics, but the reality is very, very different. Today, many leaders from the PDP and the NC have gone on to say that they're saying that things have gone back to normal, but we've been put under house arrest. Why has that happened?
Well, I don't know whether there's a house arrest or not. Or they have been just detained for a day for certain law and order issue. But you remember, Mufti just recently has done Jal Abhishek on a shivling in Srinagar. There's a change. You could imagine this. Same Mufti would say that Srinagar need dual currency. We need to have dual visa passports also. And then she is going to temple and then doing Archana Puja and then Jal Abhishek on Shivling. So it's changed. You should look. There's a reason for it. She knows that if she has to retain the political ground, although that's the optic as per me. She's doing it only for optics because she knows, because she is not able to retain her political clout, because there are new challenges today to PDP and NC. The last election of the Panchayat which happened there has brought in a lot of new faces and new leaders who has emerged there, who are the real leaders today. And they don't go by what Mufti or Abdullah tell them. Earlier it used to be just dynasties which will decide on how the state will run. Now the democracy has percolated 2 levels below them, and then they are deciding what are their priorities in their villages. What they need for infrastructure, they are deciding. And then over a period of last 4 years, they have traveled a lot. They have done a lot of work on ground as the new leaders in the emerging political scenario in Srinagar. Although I accept there have been killings, there have been problems also, but it's not like which used to happen earlier.
Yes,
it's not unlike which used to happen earlier.
Mr. Singh, I think that exactly is the issue that is being raised as far as the valley leaders are concerned. I'll just come back to you in just a bit, because I want to bring in Nilofer Masood, who's an NC leader, also now joining us on the broadcast. Good to have you with us here on CNN News 18. The BJP is saying, look how much has changed in the last 4 years, and this is a reality that many within the valley are unable to digest, because they thought a day like this will never come, and their political cloud reduces with the kind of normalcy that continues to play out in the valley. What are your concerns today as we mark 4 years of abrogation of Article 370?
You cannot the opening of the cinema halls or normalcy with the abrogation of the Article 370. That is purely legal matter which is subject before the Honorable Court of before the Honorable Supreme Court, and they are holding the matter this time in hand, and the arguments are being delivered. So we cannot say that the normalcy which they are talking about or banking about, because the people who were celebrating Article 370's abrogation, like the people of Jammu and the Ladakh, they too are on the streets today. They don't want that whatever happened on 5th August 2019, they are saying that that was all illegal, because the promises which were made by the government of India about the normalcy, development, prosperity and all that, they couldn't find anywhere on the ground.
Which are these promises that you feel that the government hasn't been able to achieve? Specific promises.
They have done, they have done in fact nothing. People are losing their jobs. You can see the drug menace where it has touched our 2.1 population is involved in the drugs. Who are the people who are involved in? Because prior to it, they were saying that those people, like the militants and all that, they are carrying this mafia because of the reason they wanted money. And now who is responsible? Number two, you have, in fact, I condemn the attack which has yesterday been done, and we have lost over 3 precious lives in yesterday's encounter. When you talk about the normalcy, what about yesterday's encounter? That also again was the south of the Jammu Kashmir. Never talk about that. And you have seen that in the last few months, we saw the targeting of the innocent people, which included mostly the marginalized people. So saying therein that there is normalcy on one side and then banking upon it that abrogation has brought the normalcy, has brought the development.
So, Nilofer, you are saying that not much has changed on the ground because targeted killing still continues, encounter still continues. Mr. Singh, that really is the criticism that's coming in as far as many within the valley are concerned. One, of course, they're saying that what has happened, the promises of the people have completely been forgotten. The BJP is only focusing as far as optics is concerned. But these targeted killings is a reality that even you will have to accept. We've seen multiple protests that still continue, who continue to say that we want rehabilitation. I can see that you're putting out a picture, but I want to understand, Mr. Singh, that what is the concerns as far as those who are living on the ground? They continue to ask as far as rehabilitation is concerned because they feel the next target could be they or their family.
Well, I was just showing you the picture of Muba Mufti, she offering Jalabhishek to Shivling. But coming to your point on targeted killing, we're accepting that yes, there have been certain level of targeted killing, but it's not like what it used to happen. I was just going through data. Last year, it was 1,27,00,000 people who visited Srinagar, and that brings employment. Every person who visits Srinagar comes and spends money in Srinagar. And Gulmarg or other places, he goes there, come and spend money there. So if that is the level of tourism, you can understand it has beaten all previous records. And I've been told it has beaten some record of the European tourist points also. So what I'm saying is, ultimately, is the economy which will derive Srinagar, not the gun. And then on the gun part, there has been a check now. As I told you, there has been not a single incident of stone-pelting now. 123 people died of stone-pelting in that year, which the 370-35A was abrogated. Now there is not a single. We accept it. We accept that there are issues, but it's not that things have not moved on. So things are for betterment today. Center laws are there. Women are getting equal rights and better rights than men. And scheduled castes, the Valmikis are getting, their children are getting employment in other domains other than what they were forced to do. So gradually things have changed. And mark my word, by another 2-3 years, Srinagar will be one of the leading, Jammu Kashmir will be one of the leading state in the country. As far as economy goes, it will drive the economy of the country also, as just because of tourism.
So